Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jamie back for another Battlefield 3 multiplayer commentary. Today we got a pretty damn awesome match of Conquest on Caspian Border for everybody to enjoy. My setup for the game, run in the main battle tank. I have guided shell, reactive armor, and thermal optics. I'm running the G36 as my main weapon with holographic sight, suppressor, and foregrip. Gotta love the foregrip. Lots of great news was released today for Battlefield 3. Unless you live under a rock, you already know the information about the DLC regarding close quarters. DLC will be out in June, and another 2 DLC content packages to follow shortly after that. That is pretty damn exciting. I don't know about you, but this game for me could use some fresh maps and some new game types, some new assignments, and some new unlocks and weapons. So that's all coming in the upcoming DLC content. And from what I have read today as well, we are also going to be getting the patch before that content hits, so that's great. But if you want to find out some more information about coming content, just simply search it on YouTube. There's tons of great commentators, got lots of really good information on that, and I'm sure you can find all the info that you need. So I wanted to upload this particular game as well for you guys to watch, because this is about as good as it gets on Battlefield. This was a, again, Conquest match on Caspian Border. It is on the PS3. If you watch the ticket count throughout this entire match, you'll see just how close this match was. I got to give credit to the other team. They kept us on our toes throughout the whole match. And these are the matches that I really like when I'm playing Battlefield. They're very close. No one team is running over the other, and it's just a back and forth battle. I mean, Battlefield will reward you big time if you play the objectives in these types of game. This game lasted, I think it was like 27, 28 minutes, something like that. And if you play the objective for that long, you're going to end up with a shitload of points. So there's no reason not to play the objective. And you will see the final scoreboard in the end. And we'll talk about that a little bit further as the game goes along. Another great thing that was released today, not to get ahead of myself regarding the DLC content, they also mentioned that you're going to be getting Conquest servers, and I think that's some really great news, because there's some things that annoy me about this game, and I'm sure they annoy a lot of other people as well regarding certain weapons and things like that. And if you get, Conquest servers, you can actually go in and set the game up to have it set up the way you want it. So basically, you can go into the game if you don't want a particular weapon being used or anything of that nature. You can basically ban anybody from getting in and doing that sort of thing. So I think that is great. It is on the PC right now. So that is really good news for the PS3 and Xbox users like myself. Really excited about that. But the main focus of this video is to basically talk about what was happening in this match. I am playing with 3 players that I know fairly well. I have the Doctor here, Zulu, and a subscriber from my channel, Rusher Attack. We play the objective very well. I'm not saying we're the best at it, but I mean, we know what we're supposed to do to win the game of Conquest. I mean, you basically hold more flags than the other, and you eliminate the enemy team. Pretty simple concept. But what I was noticing in this game, there was a lot of lower ranked players, and I've been noticing that in the past couple weeks, I might say, on the PS3. So I don't know what they were doing, whether they were sitting in the hills and they were bird watching or what the hell was going on, but it just seemed like that we were the only squad that was capturing the flags. And here's a quick look at the scoreboard. So I don't understand why players will not play the objective, especially in a match like this. I mean, that's where all the action takes place, is around the flag. So I don't understand why players would not want to go to the flags. I mean, even if you're sniping or whatever, just get in there and, get some, basically. I mean, you're not going to get any points by sitting back and just doing whatever it is you're doing, getting 1 or 2 kills, not capturing any flags, not playing the objective at all. I mean, this is Battlefield. I've said it so many times in my videos, but I mean, this game will reward you for playing the objective. It doesn't really matter about your KD. At the end of the day, a person who captures all the flags will blow your score out of the water if you end up with a score of like 14-0. Who really cares about that shit? I mean, you need to win the game, and it goes back to the title of this video, dude, where is my team? I mean, where are you guys when you're on the map? I mean, play the objective, and you will be rewarded. And I know when you first get into a game, it can be a little bit difficult. I remember when I switched over from playing the Call of Duty series, I will admit I was a little bit overtaken about, where I'm supposed to be on the map. But, I mean, just move around, grab a vehicle, see what you can find, see what you're good at, you know, find your niche in the game, and that's what it's all about. Like for me, I don't particularly use any of the aircrafts or things that are in the vehicle because I'm not that great at flying them, and I know that, so I don't try to do something that I'm not good at. And that's another thing that you need to understand. I mean, if you're not good at flying a helicopter or a jet, leave it for somebody that's going to do some good with it. I mean, I've spawned hundreds of times by a chopper, said, no, what's the point for me to even take that? I'll wait for a pilot to come in. I mean, yes, I can be a gunner. Anybody can be a gunner if you know how to hold down the trigger button. But for me, if you don't know how to fly it, leave it for a competent pilot, and you'll help your team out way more than if you just take it up in the air and you fly way too high and you're not spotting anything. So there's no point to that. I mean, I live for these close matches. I mean, there's nothing better when you're playing Battlefield when it's a back and forth game. The game is really tight and you're kind of on your toes the whole time. These are the games that you really, really enjoy. I mean, when you're blowing a team out of the water, it's not too enjoyable for me either. It's good to be competitive, and I really think the DLC that's coming out with the console servers will help with that. It will give PS3 and Xbox users another avenue to kind of set up their own games. I'm assuming that the ticket counts and stuff will be able to be manipulated. I just hope they don't go and get into some crazy 1,000 ticket servers and things like that I hear people talking about on the PC, because I don't know how enjoyable or how long those games would sometimes take, but I think it would be a little bit much at times. So, as you can see right here, we are still in control of the game. It is the ticket count's at 60 and 47. We have 2 flags. We are currently losing a flag, which is bad news. And, you know, I was really, really into this game. We were basically talking back and forth, constantly telling our team. As you can see, a few minutes later, we are in deep shit. Basically, we have 1 flag. We're on B, and the other team is currently in a very favorable position to win this game. And this is when a couple players quit out of the game, and I was royally pissed. I said, I cannot believe that players would actually leave a game like this. It was an awesome game, and again, I give the other team credit for what they did. They basically played the objective the whole game, made for a great competitive match. Really, really enjoyed it. And this part coming up here, this is the first time I've ever seen this on the console, but we got taken out by the tower on Caspian Border. I guess there's a certain time at which that comes down, but we were basically running over to the A flag, and we got flattened by that. At that point, we knew the game was over. But nonetheless, it was a fantastic game. Really enjoyed playing it. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. If you did, please remember to like the video. It just helps it get noticed and helps my channel out a little bit. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please remember to do so. Really enjoy making Battlefield content for everybody to enjoy. Extremely excited about the new content coming up. But here you go with the scoreboard. Our squad finished 1, 2, 3, 4, and as you can see, a couple players quit out of the game. There were a couple of guys that were extremely low, even though we were in the game the whole time. But it's just, you know, if you're new to the game, you know, go after those flags, play the objective. If you're playing Rush, of course, go get the MCOM stations. That's where the points are in Battlefield. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to leave some feedback, and we'll chat to everybody real soon.